So I'm going to say this again, because I know there are some people who only have a memory regarding presidents of Biden, Trump, and possibly Obama, right? Um, I was around for Bush 1. I was around for Reagan, Bush 1, Clinton, Bush 2, Obama, Trump, and Biden. So that's 7 presidents, right? And when I say I was around, I was aware. I was more so aware during uh, the end of Bush 1 and Clinton. But early Reagan, I was listening to my parents. But I say that to say I've been around for 7 presidents. So, in theory, if they all had 4-year terms, that would have been 28 years. But again, that's much longer because a couple of them had 8-year terms. But I say this to say the landscape and an environment of, white America, when a Democratic president is in office versus a Republican, is different. And I need that to be a talking point. When Republicans are in office as the president and they control Congress, nothing the federal government does is out of bounds. Nothing. The moment a Democrat becomes president or the Democrats have majority control in one of the 2 chambers of Congress, whether it's the Senate or the House, Republicans suddenly put out these talking points that, the federal government is oppressive, they're coming after our private and individual rights, yada, yada, yada. I watched Bill Lee, governor of Tennessee, in an interview. I think it's on the Tennessee Hollers page, where he's talking about how ICE agents are coming into his city, into cities in Tennessee, and they're snatching people, and folks are asking the questions about how much of this is legal and, where's the oversight. And Bill Lee, a white Republican from Tennessee, said, we're going to cooperate with the federal government. That's out of our jurisdiction. It's the federal government's jurisdiction. I can tell you that if Joe Biden or Kamala Harris were president, he would never say that. And that's why I really have zero patience at all for conservatives who talk about government overreach and things of that nature. Because right now in 2025, I've been alive since 1976. Right now in 2025, we are seeing actions that have not taken place on this level or this scale since probably the 1960s. Right? Right now, you have masked individuals who are snatching people from homes, from work sites, from athletic practices, graduations, and the courthouses where they have to go to sign in to keep the process going to be legalized citizens. And not one Republican is saying one word. None of these gung-ho fight the government militia groups are doing anything. And I should say, because of that, it's been said that many of the January 6th insurrectionists are now deputized into being ICE agents. They're the individuals with their faces covered who are going into these places and participating in these abductions. Now, I'm not a big creator, so I don't expect this video to go but so far. But for the people who do follow me, I need you to think about this. This is why I tell folks we have to stop asking for political purism in times like this and acknowledge the real enemy. And that enemy right now is the Republican Party and those who sympathize with it. The Democrats have problems, yes, but the Democrats are not in control. The Democrats aren't in control in Tennessee. The Democrats aren't in control in Georgia. The Democrats aren't in control in Louisiana. The Democrats aren't in control in Texas. When you go look at those states, they are following lockstep with the federal government, which is controlled by the Republicans. So all these talking heads and pundits who are out here just with a hard on to bash Democrats, they're going to be okay, or at least they think they will be okay. They're not going to feel the everyday issues that we feel. That's why it's important for us to show up to vote. That's why it's important for us to understand the offices. Because right now, Republicans are trying to give autonomy to the federal government and lock it in to where you will no longer be able to push back on what it is they're doing. So, long video, but food for thought.